Jesus rejected at Nazareth.
Ah, this is Mark 6
He got turned down.
in his
And
own
he
country.
in his own home city, dude.
I know. It can be tough in your own city, your own people sometimes. It's easier to tell a stranger stuff.
It's easier to get rejected by strangers.
It is. And they don't have the history, so it's easier for them to take what you're saying at face value too.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Maybe, especially in Jesus, if they see the miracles, they don't have any other the history, so they're just looking at the miracle and the situation in front of them. So
Right. Like you weren't raising people from the dead.
exactly, exactly.
Then he went out from there and came to his own country, and his disciples followed him. And when the Sabbath had come, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many hearing him were astonished, saying, Where did these where did this man get these things? And what wisdom in which I think I'm having a stroke.
No, no, don't say that. No,
And
no.
many hearing him were astonished, saying, Where did this man get these things? And what wisdom in this which is given to him, that such mighty works are performed by his hands?
Mm,
In this not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon.
mm,
Hmm?
another, yeah,
Maybe that's why he picked Judas.
because it was like his brother. He had a brother called Judas too.
And
I
two
mean,
Simons.
yeah. Wow,
And two Jameses.
I know. So the names were,
Just the people he grew up with.
yeah. Oh, so he just went out to look for disciples that had
That's
the
a
same name,
quarter of the people.
same name as his brothers.
Right.
I mean, and then there's the book of James we have. So maybe that's why he called the other one Simon Peter, because he already had a Simon brother.
There's two Simons.
Yeah, and then there was another Simon too, so it
Hmm.
would make sense.
Uh,
And even like it's like your name, but except that it's not so many people called John, although there is plenty of people called John in the world, right? But you didn't feel like you had to be.
the John, like the only one.
Like, were you the only one at school and work and stuff, or is there so many Johns that you get a John M or
It's
it,
quite common. I mean, I work with at least one other,
okay. Eh,
and I know of a couple others.
and do they just call you John anyways, right?
People try and call me everything but John,
Okay.
but thanks to you, it's all they get to call me.
Yeah. I hear you.
They
They
did.
were
They did
doing.
good. Because then they'll try and call me the nicknames, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah. Oh, cool. John's my name.
I don't wear it out because there's not a lot of letters.
Okay. And if you wear one of them away. But if you wear the H, you could still say John and it still sounds the same at least. So now verse 3, like before we had talked and not
I
this.
didn't even finish it. So they were offended at him.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't even let you finish. Yes. Oh, yeah, and what about his sisters? I better let you read that part again.
Is this not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us? So they were offended at him.
Mm,
Aren't those his sisters over there?
I know. And now this is just me implying or thinking. They didn't mention his father Joseph, so maybe Joseph had died before this. But
Maybe.
that because then at the cross when Jesus asked, the Apostle John, to take Mary, his mother, into the house, then like I don't think they would have done it if her husband was alive, you know. So, and it doesn't mention her husband here, so I'm only guessing. But interesting. I didn't like some people we had discussion about was Jesus a carpenter, you know, but here it does say clearly, so that's kind of cool. I mean, I knew he grew up with Joseph the carpenter, but did that really make him a carpenter? But here it does say, is this not the carpenter? And he was 30 years old when he started the ministry. So it's not like he probably did carpentry I mean, he could have started when he was 15, 16, right? Could have been a
Sounds like he
carpenter,
had some bias.
the people that were talking to him.
They had some bias.
Exactly.
And what did they do? They said, no, what did Jesus say?
Yeah. What
Jesus
did
said to
you?
them, a prophet is not without honor except in his own country, among his own relatives, and in his own house.
Mm.
Now he could do no mighty work there, except that he laid his hands on a few sick people and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. Then he went about